It's amazing to be here at TEDxManchester. I'm James, I'm a musician, and it's beautiful, such a beautiful venue here, and it's wonderful to be back here. I performed here 10 years ago alongside the flamenco guitarist Paco Peña, and on that day I was singing as part of a group called Sense of Sound, and I was relatively new to the group. That experience of singing with that group had a really profound impact on me, and in many ways it's what's brought me back here today to talk to you about the power of singing. And like many people, I sang through my childhood, shoulder to shoulder on the football terraces with my dad, singing through school, assemblies and Christmas. And then when I was a little bit older, forming my first band with my mates, dyeing your hair green, singing Nirvana covers, in those days in a very thick Yorkshire accent. But singing was kind of peripheral for me. But singing with Sense of Sound really brought it to the forefront of my consciousness, and it introduced me to the power of singing. It helped me to find my voice and to find my people in a new city, and in doing so, it helped me find myself. And over the last 10 years, just as Sense of Sound opened the door to me, to the world of singing, I've wanted to do that for other people. And when I talk about singing, I don't talk about singing as a kind of a pleasant hobby if you've got time, or something that we might just do once or twice a year. I'm talking about singing as having a really profound impact, and something that is really core to our humanity. Because we're all born singers. Singing is really deep in our DNA as a species. I mean, the theory is that singing evolved before language. And when I'm spending time with my 1-year-old son, who's not really forming words yet, but we can kind of sing together and make these kind of melodic noises and do a to and fro. That is a really rich conversation we're having. It's a really rich form of communication. There's also a theory that singing evolved as a mechanism for social bonding. Because when we sing together, we're flooded with oxytocin, the love hormone. And so there is a theory that actually those groups who sang together had an evolutionary advantage over groups that didn't, or didn't do it as regularly. Because when we sing together, we feel those social bonds. We're doing something together. We're in synchrony, and we are one. And so singing is incredibly powerful. It's something that I think we've all experienced at some point in our life. But for many of us, it's something that maybe we've now lost, or we've quieted our voice, or we've stopped singing altogether. There's a great quote from Picasso where he says, all children are born artists, and the struggle is how to remain so when you get older. And I think it's the same with singing, right? I mean, we start at some point in our life to think of singing as something that's about performance or getting it right or wrong. I mean, we might even say disparaging things about our own voice, or even worse, about somebody else's. I mean, who here, and I can't really see you, but maybe just make a noise if you've ever made a disparaging comment about your own voice, or maybe even someone else's. I can't see you, so there's no shame. So, yes, exactly. And I understand this because our voice it's our auditory DNA. It's such a big part of our identity. But with that comes a cost if we squash that down or we silence our voice. And so what I want to kind of explain to you is why I'm so passionate about singing. Over the last 10 years, I've opened the door to the world of singing for tens of thousands of people, whether it's in choirs or at conferences, festivals, or in football stadiums, workplace choirs, or just doing workshops. I'm not really fussy. As long as there's people in the room, I want to get them singing. And the reason for that is because singing really does support the 3 pillars of health. It supports our physical health, it supports our mental health, and it supports our social health. And the 5 reasons that I want to share with you are this. The first one is that when we sing, it's a form of connection. We connect with our breath, we connect with the present moment, and we connect with other people. The second reason is that when we sing with other people, it's collaborative. We're shoulder to shoulder like me and my dad on those football terraces, but the great thing is when you sing with other people, you're all on the same team. You're all working towards the same shared goal. Which leads me on to the third reason, which is community. In a so-called age of loneliness, coming together to sing is incredibly powerful. It's a chance for us to do something as a collective. Rather than it being about me, it's about us. We can't all talk together at the same time, but we can sing together at the same time. And because of that oxytocin release, even if we're singing with complete strangers, those social bonds are strengthened. And there was a landmark study by Oxford University that found that singing is the super bonder. It's the ultimate icebreaker. And it's something that we can all tap into, which is amazing. The fourth reason we should all be singing more is that it helps us express ourselves individually and collectively. So singing is cathartic. We sing at the big moments in life. We sing for joy, we sing for sorrow, we sing at the moments in between. And that outlet, that expression, is really, really important. And finally, when we do find our voice and we find each other and we find ourselves, it does wonders for confidence. And I've seen that, again, firsthand over the last 10 years. Sometimes I see it within 10 minutes at a workshop where people stand a bit taller and their eyes, twinkle a little bit more. Or sometimes it's over the course of years, such as the Wrexham One Love Choir, which is Wales's first homeless choir that I founded in 2017. Over a number of years, you see that people, through the singing experience, grow in confidence to actually make changes in other areas of their lives, and it becomes a firm foundation for them to actually, in some ways, move on with their life. And that confidence really carries them through, just from that singing experience. And so this is why I'm so passionate about singing, and I could talk to you more about this. But the best way to learn about something and to understand it is to experience it for yourself. I think you know where this might be leading, everybody. So if I could just ask, thank you. We've got 7.5 minutes to form a beautiful TEDxManchester choir. So what I ask you is trust me, trust yourself, and trust each other. So if it's accessible to you, I invite you to stand. That's stage one. Come on, everybody, let's do this. Lovely. Thank you. Hi, everybody at the top. It's nice to see you. Fantastic. Okay, just have a little bit of a shake out. You've been doing a lot of sitting today, so just kind of shake yourself out a little bit. Maybe roll the shoulders. It's lovely, beautiful. Be careful of people around you, obviously. And let's just take a big breath in together. In through the nose, out to a big sigh. Feels good, doesn't it? Okay. And again, let's breathe in through the nose. Sigh like we're sinking into our favourite comfy chair. This time, a favourite comfy chair plus cup of tea, or similar. So let's breathe in through the nose, sinking into that chair, cup of tea. That's beautiful. Okay, let's test the acoustics of this amazing building. So after 4, I want to hear this sound. I want to hear you all go, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's terrifying. Thank you. Now let's have the kind of the sound of the TED light bulb moment where we go, ha, 2, 3, 4. That's beautiful. And finally, I don't know about you, I'm getting quite hungry, you get towards the end of the day. Let's think about what we might be having for dinner. We're going to go, all together. We are hungry as I am. Great. Okay, the good news is you're only going to need 5 notes for what we're going to do. Let's just hum that note. Great. And now we're just going to count the 5 notes. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've passed the audition. Okay. So I'm going to give you a pattern that we want to. We're going to start. We're not even going to start with any words. We're going to build this up. We're just going to start with a who. So we're going to go. Pattern. You sing it. One more. Now we're going to add a different part, a harmony, which goes like this. It goes. Try that. And then over here, we're going to do that second pattern, and I'll bring you in and tell you what that is. If you're in the middle, you can choose which one you fancy, okay? You can go either way, okay? So we'll start over here. 2, 3, 4. A bit louder. Yeah. This side, here's your note. Yeah. Now we're going to change it to an R. And. One more. Actually, another one, because it's so good. You need to give yourselves a round of applause. We're not done yet, but come on. It's beautiful. Okay, so some of you may know the song that we're doing here. We're doing a little vamp from the song Free Falling by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Okay? So we're now going to add in, this is the third part, we're going to add in the melody, which is, and I'm free falling. Let's try everybody in the room on that, and I'm free falling. Yeah, and again, and I'm free falling. What a beautiful sound. Thank you. So now we're going to divide you guys up into 3. So we're going to keep the on this side and over here. And then when I give you the cue, in the middle, and I'm free, you've got the rock star part in the middle. So if any of you want to be rock stars, you can leg it to the middle. Okay, so let's build it up. 2, 3, this side. This side over here. Now change it to an R, and. Now in the middle, let's have the melody. Here we go. I'm free falling. And again. I'm free falling. This is so awesome. Thank you. And then, we're almost ready to run the whole thing. Now I'm going to invite the people on this side to change your pattern to free falling, I'm free falling, I'm. That's your bit. Free falling, I'm free falling. Yours is free falling, I'm free falling, I'm. You get the idea, yeah? So when I do that, I'm playing guitar. I'll work it out. Anyway, look, life is not a rehearsal. This is not a rehearsal. We are doing it. This is the last sing through. We're going to have a little bit more light action, I think. So look, enjoy this. This is it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for raising your voices. Let's enjoy this. Here we go. Side. Change it to an R. In the middle, and I'm free. Here we go. And I'm free. Free falling. Let's see it. Keep it going. And I'm free falling. free fall.